Russia claims it is tightening the ring around Ukrainian troops in Pokrovsk and Kupiansk, calling the operation decisive for control of the Eastern Front. The Russian Ministry of Defense says its forces have advanced several kilometers, inflicting heavy losses and cutting Ukrainian supply routes.
Units of the 6th Army continue to tighten the ring around Ukrainian formations near Kupiansk and Pokrovsk. Enemy losses have been significant.
Moscow insists these operations are pushing Ukrainian defenses to the brink, though Kyiv has not confirmed the scale of the losses. The Russian ministry says its Sever, Zapad, and Center groups have hit Ukrainian mechanized and assault brigades across Kharkiv and Donetsk, destroying ammunition depots, field guns, and fuel storage facilities. Pokrovsk, it claims, is being cleared block by block, with more than 220 Ukrainian troops killed in the last 24 hours. Ukraine, however, rejects these figures, insisting its forces are holding firm inside the city's industrial zone, despite relentless Russian artillery fire. In Kyiv, President Volodymyr Zelensky has acknowledged coordination lapses among commanders on the Pokrovsk front, saying inaccurate field reports have caused confusion in battlefield response.
I'm asking not to believe what Russia says. I was in some offices, geometrically even, and saw different maps. I have seen a map of the fighting on the territory of Ukraine that looks so, let's say, strange, and I have also seen other maps. That is, for some reason, we have different maps of the actual fighting in Ukraine. Why in Russian ones are different, it's understandable. But in Ukraine, Russia, Europe, and the United States, maps differ. And at some point,
despite internal confusion, Zelensky praised his troops' resilience, calling Pokrovsk the hottest direction of the war. Zelensky said Russia has massed nearly 170,000 troops around Pokrovsk, a force not seen since the early Donbass offensives. He credited the 425th Assault Regiment and the 35th, 38th, 68th, 32nd and 155th Brigades for holding their ground under overwhelming firepower. Analysts say if Pokrovsk falls, Russia could seize a critical supply corridor deep into Donetsk, altering the war's eastern balance.
we coordinate all of this, understand where there are certain problems and where there are certain manipulations. That's why the situation in Pokrovsk is complicated. You see, all their strength, you know that in this direction there are 170,000 enemy troops. It is a lot. Oh, really, really? And the next morning, I talked to the commander-in-chief. There are no changes in Pokrovsk. There are Russians in Pokrovsk. Our troops destroy them little by little.
He added that Moscow's assault is a serious battle for Pokrovsk, but insisted Ukrainian forces continue to repel attacks street by street.
Therefore, we need to understand that there is a serious battle for Pokrovsk. They were tasked with taking Pokrovsk to take our Pokrovsk, specifically this city, because they failed to take Sumy, because they failed to take Kupiansk. They realized that they will lose Kupiansk, that's all. Cleaning up is ongoing. It is also not easy, but that's already decided. Our forces came to the river and blocked them. They can no longer pass even individually, because it's too difficult. Therefore, it is clear that they are losing this. They have already lost that. Yes, Dobropilya is absolutely clear. Zaporizhzhia is clear too. They will fight for those and raise it as much as possible. Putin says that he will go to Pokrovsk, waiting with pleasure for him to come to Pokrovsk. Everyone will applaud. We understand how it will end.
Both sides are waging an information war alongside the real one. While Moscow projects steady progress, Kyiv insists its forces remain entrenched. Western analysts caution the truth lies somewhere in between as the siege of Pokrovsk grinds on, with devastating losses on both sides. As Putin tightens his grip on Pokrovsk and Kupiansk, Ukraine faces one of its most precarious moments yet. Encircled, exhausted, but still resisting. The battle for Donbass has entered its bloodiest phase.